What do, everybody? This is Courtney, and I'm here. We finna talk about this Channel Zero, The Dream Door. It's the fourth season, and this is the second episode. Earlier this month, I did the first episode, the recap for the first episode, and I was kind of mad at Surf for not dropping the rest of the episodes and all that. But they held on to the 26th date, and they dropped them suckers. Now it was folks waiting, checking by the clock, like, come on, we ready, and everything. This season is bananas. I got to tell it. Let's see, I'm halfway through the third episode, and it's bananas already, y'all. This gonna be the best. I think this might here be one of the best seasons. I really do. I really do think so. It is motherfucking crazy. So, listen, when I do recaps or whatever for different shows or whatnot, especially if they're TV series, I try to watch the first couple times of the episode just for fun. So, I could get my emotions through it, my jollies out of it. And then the third one, I'll be trying to pay attention. Like, okay, what's good? What's going on? What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, so that's what's going on. Oh, okay. And so as I get ready to pop the recaps, now it's gonna be time. I'm gonna miss some stuff. It just is what it is. So like I ramble with the timeline because I keep going back to certain things that happen, like in the beginning of the episode and all that stuff. But I wrote down some notes for the second episode. I ain't finished the notes, y'all. So we just gonna pray and push through. How about that? All right. So now, what I tell Jill in that last episode after she don't witness her imaginary boyfriend killed Tom's best friend, did I tell her get the fuck out and wipe her fingerprints off? Did I say? I could sworn I said that. I was like, bitch, run. Whatever you touch, wipe it. Wipe your fingerprints off her. Run. Did she do that? No, call the police. The police came and all that stuff. And that best friend, he like this. Dead to the floor, bloody, like that. With a hit motherfucking head. Stuck that fucking head through it with a screwdriver. And so it got two detectives. Now the female detective, I done seen her before. And y'all know I'm bad with names and all that stuff like that. I done seen her on plenty of shows, and it's like on hard shit too. But I just can't think of her. I just can't think of her name. Now the male detective, he's on another show, another sci-fi show on here about werewolves and stuff like that. It got the chick, the female werewolf. I remember her being Supergirl from Smallville. Vanderpoop, whatever the fuck her real name is, her. But that's her TV show, her werewolf show and everything on Sci-Fi, and I know he's on there and all that stuff. So, listen, the cops already decided everything about this and all that stuff, and Tom, he trying to say like steer the questioning and all that, from around, Jill and shit. And so after they do they spill, they're gonna keep an eye on them and all that stuff. Cause this whole, what you over there for? Why you was over there? What happened? So he just came out of nowhere. It just that. And what you were doing? And why you was there? At that late hour? Really? And where you was? And all that stuff. So they waiting for, to slip and get tongue tied and all that stuff. That's their job. They trying to do that. And so she goes outside. The next door neighbor, what's his name? Ian? Is that his name? I don't know. I ain't seen it for him. I'm looking at him like, you suspicious as hell, bro. I don't know about you. He comes over there and he talking about doing a neighborhood watch or whatever. And he brings up lucid dreaming, which is strange that he'll bring a lucid dreaming. Now, remember that from the first episode, when they were talking about doors, he bringing out, doors lead to secrets and all that stuff. That's based on, he's a psychology major or something like that. And all that stuff. But it just seems strange that he would bring lucid dreams up to her. So it's like me trying like, what's your objective, bro? Like, what's your end game, dude? Like, you seem kind of invested, with her. Now, man, you sister girl is pretty. She's tall. She's an Amazon, you heard me? She tall and all that stuff. She taller than all of them. Because if she pop on heels and everything, she should be about over 6 feet and all that. So she a tall, statuesque motherfucking, black queen. And so, I can see, you falling for her like that and everything, but you a little too invested, bruh. So we're going to have to keep an eye on your ass. And so, Tom, he in his feeling, that was his best friend, his ace bone coon. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Jason. And he distraught and stuff. So they do the funeral. They have the funeral and all that stuff. I loved her updo. With her braids and all that stuff. That was a pretty updo they did on her head. And all. And she feels somebody watching her. And so she look around, look behind her. And you see somebody like hide behind a tree. Now, I don't know, was that Prince Jet? Or was that, the next door fucking neighbor? So we don't know. Now, mind you, the detectives are there too. I saw the male detective because the male detective was looking at her, watching her. Because let's be honest, she's a person of interest. She's a person of interest. Let's just be real. Let's be honest. So, Tom, he's in a bath. It's something about water when it comes to him. And you see this episode, especially this episode, you're going to see a whole lot about water when it deals to him. And we're going to figure out why about that. And we're going to figure out the connection between him and the woman that he saw up in the Home Depot Lowe's store. Whatnot. I knew it, y'all. I knew something was up. I knew it. But, so he's in the tub. Jill's on the floor. And they talking. And, she's bringing up, like off to the side, like dealing with the supernatural and all that stuff. And Tom, he's a more logical person. He's more now, feel, see, hear things that's tangible or whatnot. He said he don't believe in that mess. And all that stuff like that. So, so really, she can't talk to him right now. And all that stuff. Because when he basically said that, they kind of put a halt on what she was going to tell him. And so, she drives around the neighborhood. Oh, and we reveal more stuff about her father. And the situation with her father. And so, and while, like the first episode, everybody kept bringing up her dad. And I was like, why y'all keep bringing up her damn daddy? And all that. And then the thing with, you remember the therapist in the first episode was talking about, the relationship between your mom and your dad, that was an anomaly. And I was like, why are you calling that an anomaly? I don't get it. Folks cheat all the time. So she go visit her childhood home, and it's this older white lady staying there. And the way it's going, like it's been over 20 years. But, the lady told her like her married name. And then the woman and then she said her maiden name. And she said, Jillian Hope, like that. And she said, I remember you. You were just a little thing. Look how you go in 20 years. Yada, yada, this, and yada, yada, that. And so they go inside, and she give her cookies. And I could have sworn the plate was dirty. I like, gave them a hard looking ass cookies on that dirty ass looking plate or whatever. I might be wrong. And, gave her some matcha. And then, they talking or whatever, little small talk. Jillian's main concern is to go up in that house and go into her childhood room. So she's trying to look for something. So she asked the lady, can I go in my do you mind if I take a look around my room? And just when she finna say something, agree or disagree or say yeah you can or whatnot, the phone ring and it's the lady's daughter. And so while the woman goes to answer the phone, Jillian haul ass upstairs and goes to her room, find her room. And like the closet doors is open and you could see, and it's funny how the clothes in that closet is open up. It's like a frame within a frame. And it frames the spot where that little blue ass door supposed to be, where Presser Jack come out of. And so you see with the wallpaper and the plaster, there's this split where you see the wallpaper done kind of peeled away from the wall and stuff like that. And so I'm looking down on my notes and everything. And so that scene ends, right? And we get to the park, right? Listen, I called it. I didn't say nothing really much about it. Did I say anything about, this in the first episode, in my first review of this show? I don't know. It's this pretty little motherfucking toffee color looking pretty baby. Who the little baby look mixed. Big old head full of her. And the baby big old ass and all that stuff. Then you see this black hand get it baby this Gumby doll. And you turn around, there go Tom. I motherfucking knew it, nigga. That's his kid, y'all. That's his dang on kid. That's his kid, y'all. So he haul ass. He look at the baby, drop the toy, look around, haul ass. Shelley Winters, come to find out, that's one of the that's the Peach daughter-in-law from Butcher's Block from third season. The one that be pregnant and popping out them ugly little ass kids. You ain't supposed to call folks kids ugly. But we could just agree to disagree on this one. Little monster, little munchkin, ugly little son bitches from the third season. That's her. I was like, oh, there you go, bitch. She has pretty long hair. I was like, go ahead, you cute without all that, all that dooley dolly. So I was like, I called it, y'all. I called it. And so when it goes back to like while Jillian's at her childhood house, while she's okay, go back to the scene of the childhood house. And the old lady that was there, she has a pretty look. It look like a long hair calico, probably Maine. No, ain't no Maine Coon, cause that cat wasn't all that big. And so she got the little harness on, and she finna go take that baby for a walk. And across the street, Jillian the led in her fucking truck, and she leaves up and look around. Woman gone. She busts up in that house again, sneak up in the house. The keys in the same spot outside in a motherfucking thingamajig or whatever. And she busts up in the house, goes upstairs her old room. Jillian motherfucking tears the wallpaper and plaster down around the house. I like, girl, how this woman gonna come back up here and see that her motherfucking wall all janky and everything? And gone 2 plus 2. That black girl was up in here and all that, right? And so pulls the plaster and the wallpaper away from the wall. There goes the same exact blue door, like the one up in her basement. And it got that handprint, just like the second door that's further down. And so she opens the door, and there goes Pretzel's Jack corpse. Decayed corpse or whatever, or it could be decayed skin inside the cubbyhole. And I like, what the hell? What's going on? Craziness. Y'all, this shit's crazy. This shit is crazy. So it goes to Jill and Tom, they doing it what it do, trying to bring that love back and all this stuff, but it ain't got the fire and desire and the passion like the other two times from the first episode and all that stuff. His mind is somewhere, his mind on his baby. Her mind is on her childhood protector done showed the fuck up and he wrecked a shop and stuff like that. And so she asked him, "You all right?" or whatever after they get through. And, he got questions about, seemed like what they were talking about when you were going to see Jason or whatever, you kind of, you didn't say nothing about it, but you said a little bit, something is like that, whatever. It's more distrust building between those two. And, so he gets up, puts his drawers on, leave. Let me tell y'all something. Homeboy is cute. He is a cutie, y'all. He is cute. I love me a chocolate ass man. He is so freaking cute. And he fine too. I was like, go ahead. He got cute butt. He got a cute build. He got a cute booty. And so she lay in bed. She gets up, pulls her drawers on, get up, goes to that closet, get ready to put. She putting on clothes on, and the door to the bathroom is open. Right, let me tell y'all, old Presser Jack, old perverted ass. You watch your homegirl put some clothes on, right? Was you watching them? What? You nasty, Presser Jack, you nasty. And so she looked like he taps on the door. And she turn around and look, and she like, oh shit, and she hollers and runs and all that stuff. And she said, Ty, he looking right at me. Like that. Tom comes in there with a butcher knife, don't see nothing. He's over it. He is freaking over it, bro. So, let's just say, he's over it. And so, she goes to see her therapist. Homeboy from Wings. I'ma always remember as Homeboy from Wings. And also, y'all remember like some years ago, shit, what was it, 10? Over 10 years ago, they had the Masters of Horror series. And, each well-known Master of Horror movies do all the movies. You like 1 hour episodes. Cause, they had John Landis do the Dear Woman. What is it, Argento? He did he did the one with Meatloaf and the stripper he was hung up on, and the curse raccoon skin, and Cigarette Burns is one of my favorite ones with Norman Reedus and all that stuff. And Homeboy, the therapist in this one, he did Jennifer. That did Jennifer. It was this siren, basically. This siren with this jacked up face, y'all. She was motherfucker ugly, but body of a porn star. And she basically, whoever man saved her and everything, she sucks the life out of him, the good fortune out of him, and all that stuff. But I remember him from those two. So she's telling him, Jill is telling Homeboy, like, listen, Presser Jack real. He done killed my husband's best friend and shit and all that stuff. And the therapist is like, he's not believing her. He thinks how she processing what's going on. And she processing through this imaginary friend. And so while she's telling him, when her father left, that's when he became real. Presser Jack became real. So to a therapist, it would seem like, okay, so your imaginary friend became real to you, but not real, like real to everybody else. And so she started getting mad. And he talking about, how about this? Your time is up. We're gonna get you some Xanax for the day and Ambien at night. She said, I don't want no damn drugs. She started getting mad, right? And I was like, well, can I get her prescription then? And so she getting mad, like, you don't believe me, yeah, this. And them lights started blinking. I said, oh, Lord, she finna bro, you finna die next. I said, you finna die. You better shut up. I said, you better shut up because you finna die next, bro. And so she leaves, right? Leaves in a huff. And she mad and shit. And so she gets home and the next door neighbor is outside changing his bird feeder. And so they talking. They go up in the house. I think it's the house. Is that the house? And all of a sudden they talking there. And she tells him what happened. She said, listen, my childhood protector became real. Killed my husband's best friend. And he's out there somewhere. And, you know, his thing is, like, you know, where he shows up when you angry and mad and does whatever. You ain't been mad and angry at anybody else, huh? And she like, oh shit, the therapist. And so them two haul ass to the therapist, which was funny, y'all. Let me tell you, this thing was funny as hell. So when they bust up in the therapist's office, she said, you all right? You okay? And he looking around like, is you? And I just hollered, bro. He's like, is you okay? You asking about me? Is you? Crazy ass girl. And so they leave. They leave the therapist's office. And so, listen, I'm going to try to get this right. Because these are where my notes fell off. These where my notes fell off. So, Tom, you know, he's in a way. He feels like coming away. You know, he done seen that baby. Listen. He done seen that baby. And now I already done called it. He done had a baby on his wife. I know that. He had a baby on his wife. And so, you know, like, in the first episode, he kept going to this woman's house, this white woman's house, whatever. Nice ass ranch style motherfucking house. Kept going in that house, right? Well, we finna find out, you know, why he was going there. And so he goes to the woman's house and he talks and he tells her that, you know, I went to go see yada yada this. You know, I went to go see the baby. And, you know, the woman's like, you shouldn't have did that. You crossed the boundary. And basically that woman, now I'm taking a little bit from the third episode, but really in the second one, you could really figure it out. Like, she knows what's up. She's like the connect between those two. And he's like, he wants to see his baby like the baby look like me, which the baby do. The baby does look like him and everything. And well, let me tell you about this one. I love them shoes she had. Them shoes were bad. It was something about her like, I don't trust you, bitch. I don't trust you. So he goes there. Basically, she is like his therapist and all that. And you remember when I told you about the water and all? So he goes there for sessions or whatever. And he goes there and gets the way she got her house built, like she got sweat rooms and she have a big old pool, like a doula. Basically, that's what she is. She's a doula. And, you know, doulas, they were all about natural birth, homeopathic, procedures and all that stuff, especially dealing with childbirth. And, you know, more and more, a whole lot of expecting mothers are going through the doula, water births and all that stuff, saying it's more safe for the baby and all that stuff like that, especially when they ain't trying to you know, take any drugs and all that stuff. And so let me tell you about this perv. I'm talking about the woman, right? Listen, we all know Tom cute and everything, but bitch. So he comes there plenty of times and, you know, does whatever, you know, tries to do this meditation to help him. And so, and you know, he doing it, but here you is doing your shit too while you watching him. You taking advantage of that motherfucker. You ain't no good, bitch. And so She go like they go into the back, go into these rooms and all this stuff, and she's setting it up for him. He getting ready to strip and all that. She said, "Take your time, yada yada this and yada yada that." She already looking at him and everything. She probably do want to hunch on him and stuff like that. And so, she tells him that inside you is an ocean. Find your silence and all that stuff like that. Him and water. And so she goes to her room where I guess she got cameras in that mug, right? In the changing room. I don't think she had. Well, yeah, she did have cameras in the room with the tub. This bitch, she opens her computer and all that, do whatever, and it's picture. She watching Tom take off his clothes, right? And Tom got cute butt on him and stuff like that. Now, mind you, before she went to her office, she told him, she's like, "Go do what you need to do. I'm finna go feed my fish." Feed my fish is another word for masturbation, y'all. She go watch her lick her fingers and get ready to diddle her daddle. She's feeding her fish. I said, "You old nasty ass bitch." Yeah, Tom cute and everything, but still, how he going through something. You could get you. Oh, nasty motherfucker. And so she's watching him, undress and all that fucking shit while, she feeding her fish and stuff. And so, y'all, it's so wrong, bitch. It's so wrong. I'm so mad. It's so fucking wrong. Like, look at this hoe. Look at that hoe. So, we go back to Jill and the neighbor. They make it back to the house and all that stuff. And she goes in her house. And she goes in her house and hold up. Alright. She goes to her house and they talking. And they make it back over to his house. And they start talking about their childhood. He's the only child. She's the only child. And he says that only, families with like only children, like one kid or whatever, they have immense imagination. That's me. I'm my mom's only kid. I was raised with my mom. I'm an only child. Yeah, I got brothers and all that stuff and a baby sister, but I wasn't raised with them. So having an over exaggerated imagination, yeah, I could totally understand that. And so when they go, he told that he had this imaginary friend called Tall Man, tall motherfucker, big ass head, and drawing crayons and all that stuff. And while they inside, drinking tea or liquor, whatever the fuck, he basically said, they only kids had over exaggerated imagination. That also becomes a thing with that when you have unreliable fathers. And I like, ooh, that touched a nerve with me. I like, ooh, yeah. Oh, I could totally, yes. Yes, listen, me and my father have a better, relationship, now. But, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was a Rolling Stone. Yeah. So, he asking her, I guess about her and Tom, do they fight? And she like, we all fight. Couples fight. We just gonna have to figure out, we can't settle fights with sex all the time and shit like that. So, and so he asks, we bring up, now here's the thing about her dad. Now, mind you, when she went to go visit her childhood home, that woman said something about her father. Come to find out her father is a contractor. He builds subdivisions all around. Now, this is my thing. The dad was a Rolling Stone. He one of them old school motherfuckers that had that main family right here and that other family down the street or across town. So, like when she said, just think of his situation. Here he is married with a daughter that he take to soccer practice every week. And then he got another family that he been hiding for the past 10 years. So I'm like, which family is you? Being that she does have his last name, I wonder is she, is she the from the first family? But even if she did come from the other family, the mother could still give him give her, her father's last name. So we don't know. Kind of iffy with that and all that stuff. But I'm thinking she's the first family. Cause him having all that money and that her childhood home, that was a bad big ass childhood home. So, she didn't leave there. She left there when she was a little kid. So maybe when he left to go with his mistress and them and stuff like that, the money went with him. And so they had to move. They had to change the scenery, go to a different econ bracket, whatever. We don't know. So she's okay. We see Tom, right? Tom is getting ready to do his water meditation. Go see darn Jill. Jill by his computer, and it's a call coming in. It's from Shelly. She click OK. Now Shelly think it's Tom on there. She hear breathing, but it's Jill listening to this shit, right? You hear a baby crying. You hear baby crying, and Shelly said, "Listen, if you pull a stunt like that again, I'm calling motherfucking police, nigga." Like that. And she said, "Motherfucker Jill gets hot, bitch." And I'm like, "Bitch, I don't blame you, hoe. What you finna do, bitch? Wreck shop, hoe. What's good?" And that bitch get hot, and Lord behold, here come the motherfucking madness. So while Tom is in his tub, trying to find his zen, the creepy ass doula bitch, she's smoking, she lighting her up a joint. I guess when she fed her fish and did her data so much, she came to a conclusion that she was very much happy with. And so she, puff pass. I want some weed so bad, y'all. Oh my God. I ain't got no more. I gotta go get some more. This sound bad, don't it? But your nerves get bad, bro. And so she hearing something, right? She stepped out her fucking office and she looked like, what the fuck going on? Look down the hall. Pencil Jack is up in that house, y'all. And so the way is look like is this. Long hall, got 3 different doorways, or what, 3 different doors. Her office is closer to the back wall. And then there's another door further down. That's what Preston Jack get. Now, man, Preston Jack, he crazy, contortionist and all that stuff. She seeing the head at the bottom part of the motherfucking doorway. She holler. She scream. She run, get her motherfucking pistol. I said, you better go ahead and get a pistol, bitch. But why you going back out in that doorway? Listen, bro. My black ass, I'd have locked my motherfucking door and everything. Pulled my chair to the wall or that big ass window I got. I've been busted out that window. It's everybody, every nigga for themselves. It's everybody for themselves, bro. It's everybody for themselves. Tom, I don't know what to tell you, bro. And everything, you better get the fuck out. So she shoots, like, Preston Jack comes out, run, and all this stuff. And he does that contortion and shit, just scare the fuck shit out of me. She runs, he runs to her with the knife. She shoots his ass, bruh. When she shoots this motherfucker, he lay on the ground. Then he pulls up, raises up, and he does the spider walk, backward spider walk up to her. She tries to shoot his ass. His blood is white, y'all. She shoot face, chest, and everything, right? He still gets this hoe. Stabs the fuck out of and everything. Then Tom shows up. Then Tom's still in the tub. Preston Jack make it to where the tub bit. And Preston Jack looking at her, looking down at Tom and smiling. And that blood drips on. And all that stuff. And this is President Jackson. President Jackson tonight and start wailing on him in the tub. Y'all trying to get him, and Tom is motherfucking trying to fight, and that's how it ends, bro. Listen, a hot mess, y'all. I freaking love this show, y'all. It's everything. Listen, season 4, The Dream Door, Sci-Fi Channel is everything. I'm sorry this review was kind of long. I wasn't expecting it to go that long. And see, and even I had notes and all that stuff, it still went a little bit long. But anyway, I'm finna get ready to do the third. And like, share, subscribe, comment down below and all that stuff. And I'll see you later.